It's 2 a.m. and your mind won't slow down. Your chest is tight. You've already prayed the same prayer 3 times and the thoughts still loop like a broken record. I know that feeling. For years, I assumed if I really loved Jesus, I wouldn't feel like this. So when anxiety still showed up, I felt defective, like I was doing faith wrong. Then I tripped over one verse, just one, that didn't scold me or slap a "don't worry" sticker over my chest. It gave me a plan, not a pep talk, a God-given sequence you can run in the middle of the night. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to use it. Try it before you sleep. Many of you will feel the shift by morning. First, let's say the quiet part out loud. Why does anxiety hit even when you love Jesus? Can faith and fear occupy the same heart? If you wondered that, you're closer to peace than you think. Feeling anxious doesn't make us a bad Christian. It makes you a human. David wrote, "When I am afraid, I put my trust in you." If you think anxiety equals God's disappointment, you'll hide it instead of bringing it to Him. That isolation is the enemy's favorite trap. God doesn't ignore our racing thoughts. He addresses them head on. In one short passage, most of us skim. Here it is, the secret verse that destroys anxiety's grip. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests unto God, and the peace of God, which surpasseth all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Philippians 4:6-7. Hear it slowly, not as a fridge magnet, but as a battle plan. Do not be anxious about anything. That's not a guilt trip, it's an invitation to shift. In every situation, yes, this one at 2 o'clock in the morning, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving. 3 moves, not mystical, practical. Present your requests, a transfer, not a performance. And the peace of God, His peace, not a fragile calm that you manufacture, will guard your heart and mind like a soldier at the gate in Christ Jesus, anchored in a person who will never leave you. And remember when Paul wrote this, from prison, chained, future unknown. If anyone had a reason to spiral, it was him. This was not denial, it was a different direction of focus. Let's break open the verse so you can use it. Step 1, name the worry. Don't just say, "I'm stressed." Write the exact sequence that is buzzing in your skull. The scan result tomorrow. Money won't stretch to Friday. Did I ruin that relationship? Anxiety thrives in the fog. Clarity shrinks it. Step 2, pray. Talk to God like He is in the room, because He is. Father, here's what's happening. Here is what I'm afraid of. If words won't come, Lord, you know. Step 3, petition. Ask specifically and boldly. Provide the amount we need. Let the scan be clear. Give favor in that meeting. Petition isn't bossing God, it's trusting that He is able. Step 4, with thanksgiving. Thank Him for 2 things He has already done and 1 mercy right now. A roof, a friend, the breath you just took. Gratitude and panic do not sit in the same chair. Step 5, present. Picture the worry as a heavy bag. Set it at His feet, and if you catch yourself picking it back up at 2:07 in the morning, that's okay. Set it down again. Better to hand it over 100 times than to carry it once alone. What happens next? The peace of God will guard your heart and mind, not a flimsy feeling, a posted sentry. Fear knocks, peace answers. You may not be able to explain it, others may think you're in denial, but you will know He's here. Will you always get instant relief? Not always. Peace often grows like a sunrise. When you plant a seed, you don't dig it up tomorrow and check on it. You water it with trust and let God grow it. At the proper time we will reap if we do not give up. Galatians 6:9. Sometimes He calms the storm. Sometimes He calms you while it rumbles. Either way, the promise has not expired because your feelings need time to catch up. What if the anxiety comes back at 3:15? It probably will try. That's not failure, that's counter-attack. Luke says the tempter left Jesus until an opportune time. He studies patterns, and when he returns, you don't reinvent a new plan. You run the same verse again. James 4:7 says, resist the devil, and he will flee. Resistance isn't clenching your jaw, it's answering fear with truth, out loud, again. Let me give you a 7-day practice to make Philippians 4:6 and 7 your reflex. Day 1, set the anchor. Handwrite the verse, put it by your bed, read it morning and night slowly. Day 2, 1 worry, 1 transfer. Before sleep, pick 1 anxiety, run the 2 a.m. cycle and leave it with God. Day 3, gratitude, flood. Make a 10-item thank you list at lunch. Notice what shifts in your body as you write. Day 4, petition with dates. Ask God for 2 concrete things with timelines. Put them on the calendar and pray daily. Day 5, guard the gate. Cut the doom scroll portal for 24 hours. Replace it with a 10-minute worship walk. Day 6, call a friend. Tell 1 believer the exact line you wrote on day 2. Ask them to pray it out loud for you. Day 7, review and remember. Circle any answered prayer, even partial, and write 1 sentence. God met me by blank. Now, 2 objections believers sometimes ask. Isn't don't be anxious a command that I am failing? It's a direction, not a diagnosis. Paul doesn't say, shame on you for feeling it. He says, when it shows up, you do this. God never commands without providing a pathway. But what if my situation has not changed? Peace isn't the same as resolution. God's peace is a guard before the email reply came, the lab result, and the bill paid. It's the presence that holds you until the answer comes, or carries you even if it doesn't. One more layer that supercharges this verse, where you fix your mind next. Right after verses 6 and 7, Paul writes, whatever is true, honorable, just, pure, lovely, commendable. Think about these things, Philippians 4:8. This isn't toxic positivity, this is mental discipline. After you present the request, point your thoughts. If you let them wander back into worst-case reels, anxiety will happily reoccupy. Choose the playlist that matches your prayer. Imagine anxiety as a pushy salesman. He knocks, you panic and open the door. Philippians 4:6 and 7 teaches you a new response. You call for the guard. You present the case to the king, and peace stands there, arms folded, saying he doesn't live here anymore. Tonight, don't carry 10 things. Carry 1 to God with this verse. Do it again tomorrow and the next day, and you'll notice the change. The same thoughts may knock, but they don't stay as long. That's progress. That is victory. Before you sleep, pick up your 1 worry, run the 2 a.m. cycle, and leave it with him. In the morning, write 1 line of thanks for how he met you, no matter how small. Train your reflexes towards truth, and the peace of God is not fragile, it's posted, and it will guard your heart and your mind in Christ Jesus. Share this message with a friend, and remember to subscribe.